Now, for those in the audience, getting to know you for the very first time, care to share where you were born?
Chicago. Well, Chicago Heights.
And does it get any more specific than that?
No. Chicago Heights, Illinois, South Side Chicago was where I was raised. But I went to school in the suburbs because my mom was not having us go to school in the city with the badass kids.
And care to share where you reside these days?
Atlanta, Georgia.
And what
I'm
age?
sure y'all probably know where I live at, but I'll be gone soon. Look. Okay.
And what age did that take place in your life?
I've been in Atlanta for about 4 years. 4 years now. Yeah.
And do you want to put a numeric figure on that?
I'm like 2020, about 2020. Yeah.
And what was the reasoning back then?
I came here because I wanted to expand my brand, and it was more accepted of the business I was in, the entertainment business, more than up north. Everybody's mom down here was like a stripper or a porn star, or it's just more accepted. They don't look at my income like, oh my God, where's the money coming from? Like, it's the same. It's the same. Like, they accept it like, okay, she getting money. It is what it is.
Now, you were born in Chicago Heights, but raised on the South Side.
Yeah.
Was that a particular age when the raising on the South Side started?
I was about 2 or 3, and we stayed out there till I was about 12. Yeah.
And then what happened between 12 and...
My mom got married, and so we moved to the suburbs.
Got it.
Finally moved out there.
And do you want to share the name of the suburbs back then?
Park Forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Park Forest and Il-Richton Park.
And you remain in that area until college?
Yeah. Yep.
And then you do the 1 year in college, cosmetology school, and are you still in that area back in the suburbs of Chicago?
Yep.
Until you move to Atlanta.
Yep.
Got it.
Well, no. So I came back. I came back here, and I got into the industry. I went down to Wisconsin to get into the industry, and getting into that, I kind of moved around from state to state. So after that, I kind of met a guy in New York. So me and him lived in New York for a while, and then we moved here together to Atlanta. Well, we're not together anymore, but yeah, that's how I got to Atlanta.
And the industry in reference is?
Porn.
Okay.
Yeah, adult entertainment.
Now, when it comes to Atlanta and moving to ATL, circumstances could be different for everyone. But can you give the audience 5 tips on moving to Atlanta?
It's a whole lot of fake shit. People being something that they're not, because everybody thinks there's a celebrity and they know everybody and they went to school with everybody. So be prepared for that. Cost of living is very fucking cheap, so you can definitely get something really big for nothing. People always breaking your cars when you go live downtown and park down there and all that stuff. So don't leave nothing valuable in anybody. Just leave your door unlocked. The clubs are expensive as fuck. You got to pay $100 to park, $100 to get in, unless you're plugged and you're getting booked to be there. It's really, really expensive, but that's all there is to do here is go to club. But they have the best food in the club. So remember that. Number 5, it's a whole lot of LGBTQ, all those other letters going on here. And undercover guys.
Now, have you ever been a victim of these car break-ins yourself?
Yes. The first time I moved to the south side of Georgia, the first night I moved into my place, somebody broke into my car, and they didn't even steal anything. That's how I know it was one of my neighbors with their nosy ass. Why? Who leaves stuff in their car anyway? Like, what do you think I'm going to leave in there?
So that was the first time. There were other times?
No, that was the first and only time.
Okay, got it.
Thank God.
Now, thinking back, was that preventable at all?
Not really, because I feel like they were watching me move in, so they kind of were just thinking that I probably left something in the car. So, and it was an apartment complex, so it had to be one of my neighbors for sure. It was gated in. Like, who else could it be? Y'all didn't even steal shit, goofy ass.
Now, when it comes to the south side of Chicago and zooming in on that, what was that really like growing up for you in that environment?
It was very hectic because there was a whole lot of gang stuff going on, a whole lot of killing. My dad was into a lot of drug activity stuff. So it was very violent. So I'm glad my mom kind of moved us out of the city because it helped me see a different view. Because sometimes people don't think it's nothing better or anything different if they don't see anything different. So me thinking that was all too Chicago was all that drama, all that bullshit. Then I get to move to the suburbs and I experience a different life, bigger houses, nicer communities, different school systems. It was different. It made me want more, seeing that there could be something bigger than just living in the hood all the time.
And for you, was it a name to this hood back then?
Oh, Inglewood.